What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of AniMiss, where we talk about anime that we missed. Right?
Usually.
I am your host, Grayson. This is my lovely co-host,
Noelle.
Well, we took a quick break last week, and we're back.
Got our stuff sorted. We're all ready to go.
I think so.
As good as we're gonna get.
As good as we're ever gonna get. We are, well, that's a lie, because it looks like I'm having some performing issues.
Do you need help?
No, but my mic sure does. But we're gonna figure it out for you at some point in my life. We will.
Someday.
We will. Yeah. So we are going to be talking about episode 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. How you feeling?
I'm really glad that we're done with Suzaku.
Yeah.
Like, I just could not give a shit about that dude.
I know, he was the worst.
So after all that ended, I don't think I know exactly what his plan was. Like, what did he want to accomplish?
Yeah, I'm not really, I think it had to do with the bugs. Like, there was going to be a world takeover, is what was happening.
Oh, generic bad guy.
Yeah, like
plot.
generic
Okay.
bad guy plot.
Oh, that's probably another reason why I don't like him. He's so generic.
I mean, like, pretty, but generic. Like, basic.
Yeah. So, Suzaku, thinks he can finally beat Yusuke, but Yusuke releases all his power, and they both go down at the same time.
Yeah. And, like, to be honest, like, my coming back into it, because I had to take a break, because I was just so busy for a while that, like, watching it just wasn't, like, a possibility.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't want to watch it, but I wasn't super invested in watching this episode coming back. And the first note that I wrote was, those were antennas?
Yeah, oh my god, I forgot about those stupid antennas.
Like, that is the first thing I wrote coming back. Because I was just, I don't know, like, I was tired of fighting this dude. It was just, like, it seemed like every time we won, we didn't.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, just kidding. He's not dead.
Yeah, no. And, like, I don't know, there's things that happened in this episode that were just, like, at some point, Kurama, Hiei, and Kuwabara on those stairs, and they break, but they're just, like, floating in space.
Yeah, like, I guess, yeah, it was dumb.
And then there was a time where the teacher goes to stab Keiko, and then we watch, like, a 15-minute episode, and he still hasn't stabbed her in that time.
Like, just, if you're gonna do it, just do it. Just, I don't care.
Oh, like, I can't even. But I was excited. I got excited. I'm not gonna say that I didn't get excited because I was here for my boy, and Yusuke has evolved. And I love it. I love it so much because it's the power of love.
Lord.
I don't know, like, I love Yusuke. I honestly thought the more we watch the show, the more I fall in love with Yusuke.
Yeah.
And
I think my main problem is that it always seems like it's like a deus ex machina.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I still only have this bit of power left, which, I mean, is a problem with a lot of shonen.
It's true.
But this one seems to do it every single arc.
It's true. Like, I'm not gonna fight you on that, because it's true. It, like...
I appreciate it.
It literally, like, as much as I love it, like, I love the show, and I love the storyline, and I love the characters, it's really just, like, tiring to be like, we're about to lose, and then we're not going to lose again. I mean, like, I can't really be mad at it, because it's the same with One Piece, and we've been going for how many episodes now?
Like, yeah.
But I think there's, like, a level of, like, not... It's always the same formula. It's not, like, slightly different every once in a while. But I do find myself gravitating towards Yusuke a little bit more than Kuwabara.
Yeah, especially with... I think the upcoming episodes kind of like, I don't know about Kuwabara. Which, it's really sad because he had so much potential.
It's because they took what we were expecting of him and, like, did it. Like, we were so happy because he was so, like, refreshingly not that character when we first met him. And, like, now he's slowly morphing into that character. Like, I do have a note for this episode that he's so good. But my opinion's changing a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Yusuke, I don't remember, he threatens Bird because he's about to grab the flute, but then Suzaku gets up magically. He's like, nah, don't listen to him. He's bluffing.
The bird is what annoyed me the most. I'm like, you're a bird, grab it and fly away.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you see that he's struggling. How fast do you think he's going to react if you pick up that flute and fly away?
Not to mention, like, you seem to have this, like, dedication to this demon king, and, like, but you're not willing to sacrifice your own life? I don't know.
Nope.
What
a shitty bird.
The bird's just, like, the bird was my biggest problem this episode.
Should have shot that bird just immediately, like, just killed it.
But he couldn't, because he's a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy. Damn it.
Right? So we go into episode 22. We beat this loser with the power of love.
Oh, wait, no. In the previous episode, Yusuke almost dies, whatever. And then they take him back to the human realm.
That's why Kuwabara is so good, because he gives some of his Reiki to Yusuke so he doesn't die.
But then he gets shitty. Because Yusuke wakes up and he's like, where's Keiko and Botan? And Kuwabara has this sorrowful look on his face like, oh man. And then they come busting in the room and Kuwabara starts laughing. I'm like, what a dick move.
Yeah. And Kurama is, like, not having it. Like, he's there for the joke, but he's also like, this was a bad idea.
Yeah, this was, like, poor taste, dude.
Which it was. Like, that's not something you joke about.
No.
Especially because your main dude just fought so hard to protect these girls, and then you're like, nah, they dead.
They dead. Dick move.
Worst joke. I forgot about this joke. I put it on my head because I was like, who does that?
No, we gotta make Kuwabara the good boy. Well, like, sometimes he's a good boy, and sometimes he's a massive dong.
Yeah, like, what is that duality?
Yeah. Episode 22.
Episode 22. How did Kurama and Hiei go from being wanted criminals to working alongside Koenma, though?
I don't know.
Yeah,
like, Kurama is, like, best buds. Like, what are you doing?
Like, I know Kurama is a good person.
Yeah.
But at this point, Hiei is still questionable.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, I really like Hiei in this episode because he's such a weirdo.
He's so weird.
Like, him just going up to Yusuke and, like, giving him the VHS and, like, saying nothing.
Nothing.
I like the dated tech as well.
Yeah.
Because I think we mentioned... Yeah, like, I think we mentioned this in Sailor Moon as well. Just, like, the things that were kind of, like, hip and, like... Like, that's the thing, like, Yusuke doesn't even have that in his house. Like, he has to go to Kuwabara's.
Which, so when they go to watch the tape, I got confused because I forgot that they went to Kuwabara's house. And when his sister walks in, I was like... And he calls her sister, I'm like, wait, isn't that Yusuke's mom?
They do look very similar.
I'm so confused.
I do, however, really like his sister. I like that his sister was just like, oh, this thing is happening. Yeah, that's fine. I see ghosts all the time.
Like, alright.
The animation at some point was so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I just remember seeing it and just being like, what? Why do they look like that?
A lot of repeated shots as well. I mean, you can clearly tell this episode was just about a transition between the last arc and the next bit of episodes.
Definitely.
I know. So, they get this tape from Hiei, and it's about this girl who's a snow princess demon?
Yeah,
it's
like a snow spirit.
Yeah, snow spirit, that's the better phrase. And they have to go save her because she's trapped by this evil man who's making money off of her tears because they make gemstones. or whatever shit.
My face is literally their faces at the Koenma opening, though. Koenma's a gift. I know I love Koenma just because it's Luffy, but, like, I don't
Luffy,
care.
But you know what? You go. You live your Luffy dreams.
I will. I do love him. Because he's so obnoxious. Worst little guy.
So, Luffy's good. From what I know of him.
But Koenma is not.
No, he's all shit.
I still have notes about loving Kuwabara in this, though. I wrote, Kuwabara is a fool, and I love him. Because I know, like, he's having his moment. I know that he likes girls. Mm-hmm. It's always a trope that, like, I'm willing to kind of look past, because I get it, but I, like...
Yeah, okay, we get it. You're really into girls, but you can't tell me that every pretty girl you see, you're, like, instantly in love.
Well, like, that's the thing, and, like, the fact that he's like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, in what universe was that his character? Like...
Yeah, he never seemed, like, not gung-ho about helping out Yusuke.
No, and, like, last time they were like, oh, we don't want you to come along, and he was like, yeah, like, I'm gonna sit by and let this stuff happen without doing anything about it. So, like, at what point was he, like, even, like, after they were done fighting all of these guys, he didn't seem like he was like, this was too much for me.
Yeah.
Like, we never had that beat where Kuwabara was like, maybe, you know, I'm not cut out for this life.
Yeah.
Until he was just like, nope.
Yeah, it just seems like a writing point where they wanted the specific reaction of Kuwabara suddenly changing his mind because of a pretty girl.
Yeah. Which is, like, annoying, because I don't know, like, it's not his character. Like, his character is very much like, I can't sit idly by while bad things happen.
Right.
It, like, has nothing to do with the fact that, like, it's a pretty girl.
This episode is kind of crappy.
I don't know. Like, there was some stuff that happened in it, too, that just, like, not cool. And, like, it all plays into this whole story, because, like, at the end of this episode, the thing with the birds happens, and, like...
Oh, God, the fucking birds.
And I was so upset about the birds, which I know, like, they're animated birds, like, someone's gonna be like, calm down. But, like, the cruelty in that, like, small gesture, like, my notes are literally just like, what the F? No.
Yeah, because, like, in the next episode...
Yeah. No, that is my first note. In the next episode, that is my first note, is when he says, I'm quite fond of animals.
Fuck, dude, you just crushed a bird in your hand, but this monster looking thing, like, I don't want to hurt it.
You literally just had your brother smush two helpless birds. Like, not even, like, kill them, like, mercilessly kill them, like, smush them to death.
And are we really supposed to believe that little troll thing is a brother?
Oh, I love that that's your concern.
How are these two people related?
I don't know. I like that after what we just experienced, like with the four demons that we just fought, that the villains that they're fighting in this are, like, easy peasy to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like that it's not a struggle, that we're not, like, spending a whole episode on Yusuke and Kuwabara fighting this stupid demon in the woods.
Which I really thought they were going to.
Oh, same. I was, like, not prepared. I was like, no. Can they just get there?
Can they just go?
And I'm so happy that they did. And one of my favorite things, I think, about this series is I really love how the bad guys always grow, like, huge in muscle mass to show how badass they are. And, like, they always have to, like, puff up, like a puffer fish or something. And the difference between, like, them and then Yusuke and Kuwabara, like, never...
Oh, God.
Having to, like, buff up to prove how tough they are is, like, it's something. Like, there's something there. And so... every time it happens, like, the fact that this villain's main ability is to, like, change his muscle mass is, I don't know, I'm intrigued.
I'm gonna get an 8-pack. Ooh.
Yeah, like, I had a 4-pack, now let me shift into my 8-pack. Like, why wouldn't you just keep the 8-pack at all times, dude?
Yeah, like, is it draining? Like, I need your backstory.
But I don't care enough to have it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
I just, like, hate, like, I don't know. I don't think I hate it because I like the commentary about it, but I hate villains who are just, like, greedy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's so easy.
And, like, I always feel like there's, like, a greedy top villain who has, like, someone in their employment that doesn't care about any of that. And is just, like, there to fight. But, like, I know I'm not explaining this well, but there's just, like, something about that I'm just, like, no, why are you helping this man? Like, please give me a reason why you are helping this man. There's nothing.
Yeah, no.
I am, however, very excited that we're getting Hiei backstory.
Yes. Finally.
Because, like, I need it. I need to know what's up with him. And so far, like, I'm very much intrigued.
Yes.
Still a little shit, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's like half of the characters in the show. Like, I like you, but you're a little shit.
Man. I don't know.
And the whole, like, when Yusuke and Kuwabara were charging the castle, or the house, or whatever it was, and the, what's his name, Tarukane, is like, oh, I'm gonna call up my friends, we're gonna have a betting game. And the one guy at the end was like, I'm gonna bet for Yusuke and Kuwabara. Like, I thought he was gonna play, like an integral role or something. Nah, he was just the one betting against everybody else.
I literally don't understand what the end goal is. Because he was like, he wanted them to bet against them. Mm-hmm. No. Let's rephrase that. This is why I don't get it. Because he wanted them to bet against Yusuke and them. He wanted them, yes. Right. So he wanted them to bet against Yusuke and Kuwabara and, like, bet for the demons. That the demons would win and that Yusuke and Kuwabara, like, that was his goal.
Right.
So he wanted them to win. But I don't know if his end goal was so that they would be like, oh, they're actually good fighters, and then they would change their bet in the last fight.
Yeah, I think that's how that worked, but, man, I don't know.
Like, it was just too convoluted. Like, there was too much... Because I think that one guy, just, like, the one guy that voted for them the whole time, again, like, I thought he would play, like he knew Hiei or something, or, like, Hiei would come in.
Right.
Because there was a lot of, like, every time we fought a villain, like the spider... No, not the spider. The second horn or whatever.
Yeah.
When we fought that, there was, like, mentions of speed. And then when we get to this last fight, I guess we're not even there yet. So let's not talk about it. I'm just, like, there was a lot of mentions of speed. So I thought Hiei would play a more integral, like, role.
Yeah. Like, the gambling just didn't need to be there at all.
No.
Because it's, like...
Like, it was nice
we already knew that dude was greedy.
Yeah. Like, it was nice to watch that guy, like, get screwed over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, also, other greedy men got money, so I'm, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
there was no winning in that situation, so... I think also, it was just, just to show how bad of a person he was.
I guess so. Also, the Black Club is the dumbest name.
What? No. Really original.
And then...
Why are... Like, we sound like we're talking about Sailor Moon again.
Maybe we shouldn't watch shows from 1992 anymore.
No, listen, I really like Yu Yu Hakusho, so I can't... Like, I like it. And
yeah.
I feel like I don't know, maybe it's just the biased nature of me liking shonens. And we were told that what's coming up is, like, the best of it. So...
True.
So, you know. But...
So...
We did have to suffer through this. So, yeah.
Yeah, the next episode.
So, looks like Kuwabara's got a case of the Sanjis. And for a while, I thought Yusuke would be the feminist icon that we were all looking for.
Oh, yeah.
But I was wrong on all fronts.
Yeah, so we're just gonna skip over the first two horns because who cares?
Because, like, honestly, I don't even know. I feel like I didn't even make any notes. Because I was just like, is this honestly happening? My notes are, how am I feeling?
Oh, God.
However, Botan is pure, good, and protective.
Yes.
And there was... okay, no, wait. There's also...
Yeah.
There was a moment in episode 24 where the music was really intense. And they were inside the mansion, and everything was happening. Like, it was happening so much.
Right.
And then there was a cut, and the music was gone, and it was Hiei on a tree, like, on the tree branch, staring at the mansion. And I laughed so hard, because I felt like there was, like, a really happening party happening.
And nobody invited Hiei.
Hiei was outside watching this unfold. I don't know, like, I don't know why I was laughing so hard about it, but it was worthy of a note, apparently.
They cut the music so abruptly just to cut to Hiei, but then when they went back inside, the music picked up exactly where it left off.
Oh, I love it. I think, what does it say? Literally cut of music had me feeling like there was a bumping party inside, and Hiei was looking in on the party he wasn't invited to. That's my note about Hiei. But would he care? I don't think so.
No, I didn't want to go anyway.
No one wanted to go to that party. Worst party.
So the Miyuki fight. I hate it. It's the worst thing.
Was that the first fight?
No, I'm skipping over the first two. I don't care about them.
Okay.
This fight.
The last fight?
The worst. Yeah.
The third horn or, like, the big dude?
The woman. The woman was the last fight, wasn't she?
That was the first fight.
Oh, shit. All right.
That's
I'm
why
skipping
I was
the
like,
next
I
two.
thought that was her name.
I'm just focusing on
Okay.
Miyuki.
Yes. No.
Because...
Like, I don't even know how to, like, properly react to this fight. Because, first of all, there was a whole lot of, like, inappropriate groping. And, like, inappropriate, like, I don't... that's...
So for those who haven't seen this fight for any reason, they fight a female presenting person, and then Yusuke goes to grab her chest because he's a stereotypical pervert, as we've seen before. And then he continues to kick the shit out of her, and Kuwabara's like, whoa, dude, she's a woman, you shouldn't do that. And then Yusuke's like, nah, her boobs are fake, and they have a dick, so it's a dude. And Miyuki's like, no, I want to be a woman. And Yusuke's pretty much like, fuck you. I'm like, fuck you, Yusuke.
Here's the thing, though. That's where I don't know how to feel. Because was very aggressive, but because no, but because I know a lot of people that are gonna, in the comments, people are probably gonna say, like, it was the time. I get it.
I don't care.
But there's also this moment that Yusuke has, which in and of itself is problematic, but he doesn't have a problem with them wanting to be a woman.
Uh-huh.
He just thinks they're doing it half-heartedly, which is annoying.
Yeah, and shitty.
Yeah. Like, he was like, if you're gonna do it, go all out. But you're like, they did. Like,
yeah,
she is. This is who she is as a person. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
And Kuwabara had me all kind of mixed up, too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hold it.
I hate this.
Yeah. This...
Let's just, we're gonna skip, the next two horns because they're
boring.
basic-ass fights.
Yeah. You know.
And then we get to the episode 25.
Which has the softest Kuwabara moment ever.
Yes.
I also am really glad that Hiei is coming around.
Yes.
I do have some questions, though.
And what would those be?
Why the hell doesn't he just tell her? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it either, because it's not like it would cause her strife in any way.
No, because you were good and protective, and look at all the things you did for her.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it might make her feel bad for, like, 2 seconds that, oh, I forgot my brother. Oops.
but, like, then you could start building.
Yeah.
And, like, have that relationship, and she won't be lonely. But, like, maybe, I don't know. My only guess is that he thinks he's kind of a monster now. But it's not like she isn't.
Yeah.
I know she's, like, pure and good, but his intentions also were.
Right.
So, like, I don't know. I'm a whole lot confused, and I'm hoping it's gonna get cleared up with the Dark Tournament.
I don't know. It feels like...
Pretty final.
So, yeah, okay, so the basic summary of this episode is that they fight Toguro, and they get their asses kicked pretty handily until Yusuke fires Kuwabara at Toguro with a spirit gun and stabs him, and then he's dead, allegedly.
Yeah.
And they save the girl, and it's all happy. Alright.
But, I don't know. There's some interesting things that could come out of this.
Right.
Because, I mean, like, there's I don't know, there's interesting storylines going on here. Because, apparently, so if, like, Kurama or Hiei murder a human, like...
They're in trouble.
They're in trouble. And Hiei looks like he's known to fly off the handle a little bit. Which is fair in this circumstance, considering this man kidnapped his sister and, like, tortured her for years so that he could make millions of dollars. But he was also not selfish because, like, I don't know, like, he respects her wishes. Like, he's not like, I'm gonna kill this man anyway.
Yeah, I don't care what you say. Woo.
Yeah, like, he's very much like, okay, like, I'll listen to you and what you want. And so, I don't know. Hiei. Hiei's coming around, and I like it. I'm here for Hiei.
Whoa. That was a turn of events.
I know. Who knew? Nick, you got this one. Alright? It's not gonna be internal strife within the family anymore. But yeah, I mean, like, this was like a weird little, like, one-off story.
Which... I think it just left more questions than answers about character traits than I think really needed to be
brought up.
I don't know.
But like, I think things too is that, like, we're watching it from a standpoint of a world that's a lot different from the world that existed then.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not making excuses for anyone's shitty behavior. But I also think that, I genuinely don't think that Yusuke is a bad person. No. In terms of these fights. Like, yeah, like, F you, dude, and, like, what you think is generally acceptable for this person. But also, like, I don't think that he has a problem with this person. Do you know what I mean?
No. And also... It's a cartoon from 1992.
Yeah.
Like...
Which is something that I think we gotta not...
We gotta...
Like, it's something we gotta factor in when kind of criticizing it here.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, I actually think that, like, Yusuke's, like, in terms of, again, the time, is actually someone that's pretty progressive.
Yeah.
Considering.
Considering.
These episodes. I'm excited about the Dark Tournament. I'm not gonna lie. I was just gonna continue. Like, I was like, oh, Dark Tournament. And then I was like, okay, calm down. Take a minute. Sew a dress.
I know nothing about Dark Tournaments.
Neither do I.
And, like, I know it's a thing in the fandom of anime that tournament arcs are, like, the best. But, personally, I haven't sat through many tournament arcs. I think I sat through Naruto, that first one.
Yeah, but that's...
For the Chunin exam, which that took forever to get through all those fights. And then I did the My Hero Academia, which that tournament arc was great. Real nice.
Yeah, I feel like Naruto leaves a sour mouth like, leaves a sour taste in your mouth in terms of...
Yeah.
In terms of those tournament arcs, because they're just so long. But
yeah, I understand why they were doing it that way, because they're like, oh, it's gonna run forever, so might as well make it run forever.
But I feel like I've heard nothing but good things about this. Like, apparently, like, this is the story. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, everything kind of has its story, like, the most important arc. And I feel like I keep on thinking about Hunter x Hunter when it comes to this, because I'm like, I know that there's like that arc that completely changes the anime. And, well, the manga, I guess, too, but it's just the story in general. Yeah. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's a Shonen Jump, and then this arc happens, and everyone's like, is it? And, I feel like, I'm like, oh, that's what the Dark Tournament is, but I know it's not. But I've heard nothing but, like, this is it. Like, this is the bulk of Yu Yu Hakusho. This is where, like, stuff gets real. This is, like, the good part of the story. So I'm excited.
So this tournament takes place over 40 episodes.
Which, I mean, like, we're probably gonna get everyone, right? Like, we're gonna get story about Kurama. We're gonna get, like...
I sure hope so.
Oh, I know. I'm here for... That's what I'm here for, I think. At the end of the day, Kurama seems to be best boy.
Yeah, let's rewind and be like, maybe Kurama is best boy. Maybe we were wrong.
I mean, like, I never thought he wouldn't be. Like, he's obviously very pretty. I didn't think he would be my best boy, you know? Because my best boy is usually plain.
Or rough and dumb.
Rough and dumb is usually, like... Dumb is a strong word, though. Like, I wouldn't call Guts dumb. I just think he's a little more simple in terms of tactic. He's like, I'm gonna beat this thing until it agrees.
Okay, rough and simple.
Oh, simple is a mean word, too, though. Like, yes, Zoro's a little simple, but again, also very smart. Sometimes.
We're off track.
Aren't we always? The husbands always come up.
True.
But because we have to compare. Do I love simple, beefy boys in Yu Yu Hakusho as much as I do in One Piece? No, I don't.
No.
Do I love the frilly boys in Yu Yu Hakusho? Yes, I do. Which is abnormal for me. Genuine.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We'll find out if there's some redeeming qualities in Kuwabara's lust.
I'm hoping so, man.
Yeah. Why'd they have to go and do that? Well, guys.
Because.
Let us know how you guys feel about these small episodes, this, like, small little episode arc. And if we're, like, let us know if we're gonna get more answers about some of the questions we have, because...
Please. The next episode, we're gonna take a break from Yu Yu Hakusho, and we're just gonna talk about some current stuff that we're watching.
We are. Because it's always fun to keep up to date with the anime we haven't missed.
Though somehow we still miss a lot.
Yeah. You know, we always go back, though.
Yeah.
For, like, 20 years, we'll be like, remember when we didn't watch My Hero Academia? Which is garbage, because I do, but... Oh, boy, do I. There'll be something I missed that'll become a classic. I don't know what, but... We'll see.
Oh, that live-action FMA movie. That's gonna be the classic.
I haven't even dived. All right, guys. We will see you next episode.